Why am I always the one that pushes the button?
Hello. In this episode of What Wouldja Do, we are talking about getting your hopes up. So,
Yes.
I have this really big thing coming up. I got a big promotion. I got a hot date. I got a new brilliant idea. But I don't want to get my hopes up, so I'm just going to aim here.
I feel like when I hear that, it makes me think you're going to end up here.
Ooh, and I am. That's the secret. Spoiler alert, when you don't get your hopes up and you aim here, this is where you end up.
Also, it's where you are.
Yeah.
So all week, your hopes are up. Oh my God, I'm going to have the boyfriend of my dreams. I'm going to have the job of my dreams. That's fun. That's frenzy.
Yes.
That's excited. That's high vibes.
Yes.
Not getting your hopes up. It's like 2 weeks or however long you're doing it of I guess I shouldn't expect better. It's just a low energy way to live. Too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hopes up is fun, even if you don't get it.
Getting your hopes up is fun. I also agree that getting your hopes up is very fun. I love to live in fantasy land where my hopes are sky high.
As we know.
Yeah. But also, there was a study done about getting your hopes up or having high expectations. And it was a study done for people taking a test. And half of the group had really high expectations that they were going to do really well on the test. And the other half didn't want to get their hopes up. And so they just were like, I'm probably not going to do very well on this test. And amongst those two, it's not like one did better or worse, but the reactions to what happened. When the people who got their hopes up, got what they wanted, they felt so proud of themselves and so excited. When the people who are at the bottom, who did not get their hopes up about the test, did well, they looked at it as a fluke. And they thought, well, weird, I don't know, I don't deserve that, but for some reason I got a high score. On the opposite side, when people didn't do well on the test, those who had their high hopes up were like, oh, this must be a fluke. Next time I'll do better. And then the people who had their hopes down were like, yep, knew it, never thought I was going to do better, never did any better. And thus, that belief was formed in their head.
Right. Oops. Are you ready for me to talk?
Go right ahead.
Okay. I don't want to get your hopes up. So here's the thing. In our society, which sometimes tells women to hush and children to hush, and it's often hard to get your hopes up, right? But the thing is, if you don't get your hopes up, you're never going to get what you want. So you have to at least have your hopes up in spite of what messages you may have gotten from your family, from society, from etc.
Yeah. And if you don't get your own hopes up, no one's coming for you to get your hopes up.
1,000%.
Exactly. And something else that we've learned this year, when we have our hopes up to the highest high, the biggest big, we are in this different realm, this different energy, this different vibration, this different space, and doors open up at this level. Whereas if we're down here, I don't want to get my hopes up, then guess what doors are opening? The poop doors of not getting our hopes up, of the worst things that we always want to say no to. So living up here in this space of having your hopes sky high and accepting that somewhere on the spectrum it may fall, and loving and accepting and feeling worthy no matter what. You don't have a bigger disappointment when your hopes are up, whatever the reality is. You just have a happier feeling.
But that is my question. People say to me all the time, I don't want to get my hopes up because what if I don't get the job and I'm so crushed?
Yeah.
What?
Then find another one that you can then get your hopes up and try again. Then you're in this vibration. Then you tried it once.
Yeah.
Whereas if your hopes are down here and you see this job application coming through and you're like, oh my gosh, I could never do it. I might as well not get my hopes up. Why would I even apply? Then you're definitely not getting the job if you don't apply. When your hopes are up, your eyes can see more opportunities for you.
And also the disappointment thing, whenever there's an emotionally strong thing that's governing you, you can ask yourself, okay, so what if that did happen? So what if you apply for a job, it's your dream job, and you don't get it? It's definitely happened to us. So or anyone out there, so we were disappointed, and then what? We ate ice cream, watched some Netflix, cried, wrote a better resume, and went back out there. Don't let something that's a boogeyman in the future be a thing that scares you from trying to get to the top. What if you're disappointed? You will be.
Right.
Sometimes.
Exactly.
So just keep aiming to the top.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I had something else when you were talking, and I can't remember. Oh boy, good thing I didn't get my hopes up. Anyway, if you, here's the thing. If you like let's say you have you apply for a job in Venice Beach and you're so excited about moving to Venice, and all week long while you're waiting to hear back from them, you're like, oh my gosh, if I lived in Venice, I would have this cute little condo on the beach, I would have this type of life, I would learn to take surfing, I would adopt a dog, I would have this type of boyfriend or girlfriend, I would wear a gold chain, whatever it is. During that week, your mind is thinking of all of these awesome things that you actually want.
Yeah.
And when you think that you possibly could get this job at whatever Snapchat in Venice, then you open up to all these other things that you actually want. Whereas if you're like, I apply for a job, I'm not going to get it, I'm down here, then you're just living in this same circle that you already live in.
And you don't even think of all those other things. So maybe you don't get the job, but you get the gold chain, you
Yes.
get the dog, you get all the other things that are right there.
Yeah, exactly. So sometimes getting your hopes up for something big is actually a path to lead your brain to having beliefs about other things that you can have.
I love it. My hopes are very up for the community watching this.